Hello everybody, I'm Brendan Keaton. I'm the CEO and founder of this page, and this is Dylan Delancey. He's the vice president or the co-founder. This is something we're going to do that's called Concerns for the Week. We're both going to go over some of the main things that we've posted to the page and kind of go in depth on what they mean, the top main concerns of things that we've just found out in the last week or so. We've got some news that we posted the other day that has to do with Joe Biden and his entire, for the most part, his plan for gun confiscation, what he plans to do with ARs, things like that. And I just got some kind of breaking news right now that I'll go over here as soon as he gets what he needs pulled up.
So basically, he's wanting to ban the manufacture and sales of assault weapons in high-capacity magazines. The federal law prevents hunters from hunting game birds with more than 3 shells in their shotgun. That means the federal law does more to protect ducks than children. That's wrong. So basically, it's just ridiculous how they want to just ban high-powered
Joe Biden wants to
high-capacity magazines.
He wants to completely rid ARs and anything like an AR-15. That's all semi-automatic rifles, pretty much. So there was a video recently. This was this past year, not real recent, but earlier in the year. Joe Biden said something like he was talking about ARs, and he got in a fight with a union worker.
We actually said AR-14.
Yeah, AR-14.
That kind of way at all. You need 100 rounds. No, I did not say that. That's not true. I did not say that. It's a viral video like the other ones you're putting out there. They're saying they lie.
Well, he just clarified it.
Wait. Take the AR-14s and look.
Also, that if you want to protect yourself and if you want to defend yourself, he said, buy a shotgun.
If you want to protect yourself, get a double-barrel shotgun. We live in an area that's wooded and somewhat secluded. I said, Jill, if there's ever a problem, just walk out on the balcony here or walk out, put that double-barrel shotgun and fire 2 blasts outside the house. I promise you, who's ever coming in is not going to... You don't need an AR-15. It's harder to aim, it's harder to use, and in fact, you don't need 30 rounds to protect yourself. Buy a shotgun.
To shoot it up in the air, buy a shotgun to shoot
scare somebody off.
Yeah, and that's actually against the law in most places, especially if you're in city limits. So, that's Joe Biden for you.
And he also wants to regulate the possession of existing assault weapons under the National Firearms Act. So
basically, you have to get a lot of paperwork and a lot of licenses, just like you would with a machine gun, to own an AR-15. And people don't actually understand. The show was on Jeopardy, and there was a question asked what the AR and AR-15 stood for, and somebody said, "What is assault rifle?" And they got the answer right. It stands for Armalite rifle. So that's just anti-gun propaganda that we continually tell people to ignore. That's ridiculous in a lot of ways.
he also wants to institute a program to buy back weapons
of
war currently that are on our streets. So
a buyback is a confiscation. Is a
mandatory gun confiscation.
It's a mandatory confiscation. It's a pretty nickname for gun confiscation. So when you hear the word buyback, that means that the government wants to give you money, and you don't have a say in it. They're going to pay you, and they're going to take away your gun, and they're going to give you money for it. That's what the buyback term means, but that is a confiscation. They're taking your weapon, taking your gun.
He also wants to hold gun manufacturers accountable. In 2005, when he was the senator, he voted against the Protection of Lawful Commerce and Arms Act, but gun manufacturers successfully lobbied Congress to secure its passage. And That law protects these manufacturers from being held civilly liable for their products, a protection granted to no other industry. Biden will prioritize repealing this protection.
A lot of times too, you'll have a situation where you got a politician like him, when they say they want to ban assault weapons.
And basically, he wants to ban the purchase of more than one firearm per month.
Yes.
At the federal level.
Yeah, so you would not legally be able to purchase more than one firearm per month under the Biden-Harris administration, or the Harris-Biden administration, as she said before. This is all bad news. It's really bad news, unfortunately. You know, I've got some stuff here. This is from ammoland.com. This is the breaking news that I was saying earlier, I guess. It says unaccountable ATF heads colluding with Biden transition team to ban pistol braces. So we issued a statement a while back, this was a couple weeks ago, on the ATF's reclassification of pistol braces, just like they did with the bump stocks out of nowhere. This is why you have to join every organization that you can afford, because when you give them an inch, they're going to take a mile. And everybody, when the bump stock ban happened, and that was under Donald Trump's administration, they said, well, they're never going to, we don't need bump stocks, it's just a piece of plastic, they're just a toy, you know, this and that. And now look, they're completely illegal. You know, if you're caught with one, it's a time in federal prison. And they're working to make this same reclassification with the pistol braces, which is very popular. A lot of people use pistol braces because a lot of people carry, you know, AR pistols or AK pistols or whatever. And basically, the entire situation with that is they're going to regulate it under the NFA. So you're going to have to get licenses, you're going to have a tax stamp, and somebody will have to fact check this, but I'm pretty sure the tax stamp now is like $2,000. So it's something that's very high. I heard one
it's
time.
pretty ridiculous.
I heard one time it was like $200, but they raised it or something. I can't remember all the information, but yeah. So they're going through a lot of BS right now to try to BS gun owners. And another thing that we shared earlier was the fact that California sued the ATF because they want to ban 80% receivers. And what an 80% receiver is, it is really an upper receiver that is 80% complete. So it's the part that the ATF classifies as a firearm. But they want to ban these to civilians, so you don't want to be able to, they don't want civilians to be able to purchase these 80% receivers. So basically, Biden is also against home builds. So a lot of people build their own ARs, a lot of people build their own guns, and you won't be able to do that now under the Biden administration, according to his plan. Yeah, guys, that's just not good news. I mean, right now the election's up in the air. We don't know what's going to happen. It's going to be several weeks.
It's about to be election like week 3 now, coming up, depending on when this video is posted. Today is November 15th. It's been, 12 days since the election, so.
Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, you know, Donald Trump does have a lot of legal battle going on right now in several states. Hopefully they can pull through and maybe take it to the Supreme Court. But Biden in the White House will be a catastrophe for people that have AR-15s and any semi-automatic rifle in general. So with that, those are our concerns for the week.
We'll see you on the next one. Probably be next week sometime, around the same day of the week. So just stay tuned for that, and we'll keep the page updated throughout the week.
Yep, we will let you guys know automatically on the page if we find anything that is worrisome, and we will update everybody. So thanks for watching, guys. Make sure you like the page and keep spreading our name. All right, guys, make sure you join the Firearms Policy Coalition. They are arguably one of the better groups out there that you can join as far as gun rights. They will sue the government over anything across all 50 states. Any 2A infringement, And there's also another one that he's going to tell you about right now.
Gun Owners of America. They have multiple levels of memberships out there that you can join, and they're also another really good organization that you can join.
All right, so thanks guys for everything, and we will see you guys next week on our next video of top concerns for that week.
And we'll keep the page posted daily.